What's going on, guys? Chip here. Welcome back to another Pokemon TCG online video, where today we're going to be taking a look at Mega Sharpedo-EX. Now, if you missed yesterday's video, we did look at Mega Camera Up DX. These guys came out together in two separate collection boxes that just came out about a week ago. And I really don't think, like I said yesterday, guys, I don't think either of these cards are great. I don't think they'll ever see much competitive play, but Mega Sharpedo is a super cool Pokemon. I mean, look at this dude. He's coming through. I mean, I'm scared of him. Look at that red eye. He's coming for me, guys. I do not know how to feel, but we're going to go ahead and take a look. I definitely wanted to build a deck around this guy, even though I know not going to be the most competitive, not going to be the strongest. We're going to see what we can do if we can get this guy to work. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in and take a look at Mega Sharpedo-EX with 210 HP, the Dark-type Mega Evolution Pokemon with Torpedo Dive. 120 damage. This attack does 10 damage to each of your opponent's benched Pokemon for each colorless in that Pokemon's retreat cost. So definitely building up some damage on the bench can be very, very nice for the late game to come in and help us with our numbers later on. 120 is not a bad number to hit for. We will be able to hit 2-hit KO everything we're going to come up against, but unfortunately 130 is also a popular number. Not being able to hit 130 could hurt us. You know, there's Yveltal that has 130, Volcanion, the baby Volcanion has 130. It's a good number to be able to hit. Coming up 10 short of that could be unfortunate, but we can potentially have a play where we hit something like that for 120. Next turn, Lysandre KO a Shaymin, and then we do 10 damage to 20 damage to that thing on the bench and take a knockout on it. So taking multiple prizes in one turn definitely can be very, very strong with Torpedo Dive here. Dark colorless, not the best attack cost, but we do have Mega Turbos to try to get some energies on this guy quicker for sure. So let's go ahead and look at the rest of the deck here. What else we have to work with? We are playing, of course, 3 copies of the baby Sharpedo-EX. I did want to play 4, but I wanted to fit a decent amount of stuff in this deck. Unfortunately, I had to make some cuts somewhere. This guy's not the best. We've got Hunt here. Switch one of your opponent's benched Pokemon with his or her active Pokemon. This attack does 30 damage to the new active Pokemon. And Jagged Fang, 100 damage. Discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. Then discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. I really don't think we'll see ourselves using either of these attacks that often. We're here for Torpedo Dive. We also have 1 copy of the Yveltal with Oblivion Wing. Attach a basic Dark Energy card from your discard pile to one of your benched Pokemon. So some nice ways to accelerate energy in the early turns and also get energy back in play in the later turns of the game for Torpedo Dive on like our second or third Sharpedo-EX. Also Darkness Blade, not a terrible attack if we go up against like a Regice or something like that. We will definitely need Darkness Blade in order to hit through that. Flip a coin if tails. This Pokemon can't attack during your next turn. We are also, of course, running a copy of Hoopa-EX with the Scoundrelling ability. This is great in those Mega Evolution decks. As you guys know, searching out 3 EX Pokemon as soon as we bench Hoopa, getting out our Sharpedos in the early turns, getting out our Megas on turn 2, all very strong. We're also running 2 Shaymin-EX for the setup ability. This is just, the card is so powerful, guys. We can't not include it. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may draw cards until you have 6 cards in your hand. We're also running a 2-1 line of Garbodor here with the Garbotoxin ability. If this Pokemon has a Pokemon Tool card attached to it, each Pokemon in play, each player's hand, and in each player's discard pile has no abilities. I think 2-1 is definitely a big enough line. In the games we need Garbodor, we'll get him out. In the games we don't need him, we won't get him out. Pretty much, we need it against Volcanion, we'll need it against Rayquaza, things like that. Garbodor is very, very strong. So let's go ahead and expand this deck list and take a look at the rest of what we have to work with. We are running a couple of one of trainers here. Enhanced Hammer, you know, there's just a decent amount of special energy running around. Enhanced Hammer is very good for that. And Escape Rope, this is another one of those counters to something like a Glaceon or to a Regice, something like that. And also gives us some utility switching, being able to move around. We do have free retreat on everything, which is on our Mega Sharpedos, I should say, which is nice. And Escape Rope can act as a Lysandre for us in some instances. You guys know I've talked about this before, how we can force something that's unfavorable into our opponent's active position, something they didn't want to have active. 3 copies of Mega Turbo, getting those basic energies onto our Mega Evolution Pokemon a turn quicker. 1 copy of Super Rod, just putting back, if we have to Sycamore away our Garb, if we have to Sycamore away pieces of the Mega, if we want to put back energy, Super Rod's going to let us get those things back. 3 copies of Trainers Mail, just adds a little bit of consistency here to the deck. 4 copies of Ultra Ball, and 4 copies of VS Seeker. I'm not going to speak much on these cards, guys. You know what they do at this point. We put them in every single deck that we play, so you know what those cards do. 2 copies of Parallel City. This is going to be good to limit our opponent's bench for those decks that rely heavily on having a lot of bench Pokemon, things like Turbo Darkrai, things like Volcanion, and things like Mega Rayquaza, of course. Just limiting their bench to 3 is too good. And also being able to limit our own bench potentially to bump away our Hoopas and Shaymins earlier on after, you know, we get our uses out of them. We're also playing a copy of Reverse Valley. This is a way that we can hit that 130 number I was talking about earlier, guys. You know, it says that if we're choosing it this way and it's facing us, our Dark Pokemon do 10 more damage, so that means 130, good number to hit for sure. 2 copies of Lysandre here, bringing up whatever our opponent has on the bench that we want to try to deal with. 3 copies of N, just for the shuffle draw earlier on in the game, and then also Disruption in the end. 1 copy of Olympia, being able to heal a little bit here, I definitely think is nice. Also, if we end up having to put like a Spirit Link or something on Garbodor, we can move it around. If we have to put well, if we don't have a Float Stone, we would never put a Spirit Link on Yveltal, but if we don't have a Float Stone on it, switching it with Olympia is nice. Also, healing the 30 is very good for healing our Mega Sharpedos potentially. We're also playing a copy of Professor Kukui. This is another way that we can hit a little bit higher numbers. Draw 2 cards. During this turn, your opponent's attacks do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Sadly, does not increase the damage that we do to the benched Pokemon. That would actually make Kukui very, very good in this deck. But then also we have Professor Sycamore here. Discard your hand, draw 7. You guys know what this card does. Best draw supporter in the game right now. 4 copies of Float Stone, making sure we can get them down on the Garbodor, making sure we can switch around our Yveltals, and 3 copies of Sharpedo Spirit Link, so we don't have to end our turn when we Mega Evolve into Mega Sharpedo. 9 Darkness Energies to round things out, and there's the deck list, guys. Let's see what we can do if we can make Mega Sharpedo work. Can we get a win today with Mega Sharpedo? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But yeah, definitely, if you guys enjoy these videos, as always, I'll invite you to leave a like down below. It helps me out a ton, lets me know you enjoy seeing what I'm doing. And we're going to get into things here. Looks like we're going up against Elepico here with a Mega Mewtwo deck. Now, this is something that could be pretty difficult for us. We do get to go first, which is a big advantage here. We do thankfully resist Psychic with the Mega Sharpedo, and this isn't the worst hand. We'll get a couple of energies in the discard. Turn 1 Parallel City limits our opponent's bench, make it so it's harder for them to set up. I'm actually pretty okay with this hand. We do have the Float Stone for the Trubbish, all those things, and we'll just click done here. They're going to choose their active, and we'll see what we have here. They do indeed start a Wobbuffet, which is a little annoying, not going to lie, but we can definitely deal with it. And we're going to go ahead and Sycamore here. We don't want to attach these darks to Trubbish, not going to do us any good. Gets them in the discard for a Mega Turbo later on down the road. And we have a great start here, not going to lie. We're going to just leave the Trubbish active. We'll go ahead and bench this Sharpedo. We won't evolve this one, obviously. And we're just going to click done. Next turn, we have Mega Evolution, Mega Turbo, Sycamore. And it looks good for us right now, guys. That is a really solid turn 2 if we can draw into an energy as well off of this Sycamore. But let's see what my opponent's Ultra Ball goes for here. I imagine they will get a Hoopa-EX, and yep, sure enough, they'll use that Scoundrel Ring ability. Now, Wobbuffet does shut off all abilities in play, except for Psychic Pokemon. Since Hoopa is indeed a Psychic Pokemon, they still get to use the ability on Scoundrel Ring. So let's see what they grab here. Just 2 Mewtwo's and the Mega, it appears. So they're going to go ahead and get down both of those guys. They are Parallel City locked to 3, meaning they won't be able to bench anything else. They can't Float Stone, Wobbuffet, Retreat, and then use Shaymin's ability. But looks like they found a Sycamore here on the Trainer's Mail. And we'll see a double colorless come down onto the Mewtwo. So if we can find Enhanced Hammer, that'll be good. That will definitely be good. And a pass onto our turn. Alright, so we get a Lysandre. We don't want to do that, though. We're going to go ahead and Mega Evolve. Get the Sharpedo out, Mega Turbo, get a Dark Energy on that guy. Now we need either a Darkness Energy to attach for the turn or another Mega Turbo. So we'll go ahead and Sycamore here, see what we find. We do get another Mega and the Dark Energy. If we could find Escape Rope here, that would actually be really good. Let's see what we get. Oh my goodness! We got it all, guys! Because I would rather damage something down here than take a prize on the Wobbuffet. We'll go ahead and Escape Rope. Let's see what they send up. They may just let us get some damage on the Hoopa, but that means later on we could potentially chip away at it turn after turn. We would do 20 damage to it every single turn. We attack with Sharpedo, or Torpedo Drive, excuse me. And yeah, they are just going to go ahead and give us the Hoopa, which we could potentially take prizes on. And we can actually dig a little bit more here, and I don't hate that. Let's go ahead, if we can continue our setup, if we can get another Sharpedo out, if we can get Garbodor out to turn off their Shaymins potentially. Yeah, we're looking pretty good here, guys. We're going to go ahead and Shaymin set up. I'm surprised. We must have just drawn really, really well here. We could get out Garbodor. I don't know that we need it necessarily, but it definitely could be nice. And I think we will go for it. Limit them being able to, like, if they bump the stadium plus get out a, if they bump the stadium and get a Shaymin, that would not be the best. So we'll go ahead and grab Garbodor. We're actually going to keep both of the Trainers Mails. We would like to get Reverse Valley. That'll actually help our numbers a lot in taking out this Hoopa later on down the road. So let's see if we can find it. Not the highest odds, but we'll see what we can do. We'll take the Ultra Ball just to thin it out. And let's see, Trainers Mail again. We didn't get it, but that's okay. We'll take the VS Seeker. We do go ahead and get Garbodor out into play. Yeah, if we had gotten the Reverse Valley there, that would have been everything we could have asked for, but we'll go ahead and Torpedo Drive and does 20 damage to everything on the bench. Of course, all these guys do have a 2 retreat cost. So with those mails, we definitely would have loved to hit the Reverse Valley, but also hitting, potentially hitting an Enhanced Hammer would have been nice there as well. So he's going to grab a Lysandre, it looks like. Going to bring up maybe the Shaymin? Nope, just the other Mega. I don't know why he would do that. We have free retreat. Maybe he just forgot about the retreats? I guess? We don't even need to play this Ultra Ball. We know they have a Sycamore in hand, so I think playing an N is okay here. But yeah, we'll just hold the rest of this stuff. We can use the Ultra Ball later to discard Darks and then get Yveltal, something like that. As we do find the Reverse Valley, it's not going to do us any good now, so we're not going to play it at this time. We'll go ahead and get that down. I guess they just forgot about... they must have just forgotten about the free retreat. But yeah, that's one of the things that makes Mega Sharpedo workable, I suppose, is the fact that it does have a free retreat cost. So we'll go ahead and grab our prizes here. Getting a Mega Turbo and an Olympia, 2 very good prizes to draw. And now on the next turn... it will be, oh, actually we don't resist Psychic. I don't know why I just assumed, I guess, since we are a Dark Pokemon, we resist Psychic, but this Sharpedo is gonna go down, actually. Yeah, it's going down. That is for sure. So we have to be careful about damage change potentially coming out from my opponent. Maybe a Mewtwo Evolutions would have been nice in here. I didn't even think about that. But since we're not running Max Elixirs or DCEs, I don't know if I like it quite as much. But he will hit for 220 to take the knockout. Yeah, I really thought we had Psychic Resistance. Unfortunately, we do not. So let's see. He has 170 HP left. If we Mega Turbo onto this guy... That's 172. Yeah, we can't knock him out this turn with this Sharpedo, so I think we want to try to set up a Yveltal if we can. So let's go ahead and play the Mega Turbo. This might be where it would have been nice if we had gone into the Yveltal earlier, I think. Go ahead and play the Reverse Valley, get rid of his Stadium. Oh, do we freeze? Come on now. There we go. And I guess we're just going to N. Not the highest odds. I don't want to discard the VS Seekers, though, so I think we could Lysandre and try to stall, but we don't have energy to attack if we do that. I think N is the call here, guys. If we can draw Darkness Energy plus the Yveltal, that'll be great. We'll see if we can do it. We do get the Dark Energy. We do not get the Yveltal, though. And if we bring up the Sharpedo, it's just going to go down. Maybe we shouldn't have ended there, guys. I don't know. We could have used Hunt with this Sharpedo if we had kept their Shrine of Memories in play, so maybe something to consider. We actually could have used Jagged Fang with their Shrine of Memories, and we didn't. That would have been very nice, but I think here we're just going to have to pass and hope they don't have anything, and we're hoping to top deck something. The reason we're not playing the Darkness Energy is if we do, all they have to do is get a Lysandre to knock out the Sharpedo. If we attach it, you know, they're hitting the numbers they need, but this forces them to have an Energy plus a Lysandre, making them have more cards. Yeah, maybe we should have kept the Shrine of Memories in play and then used Jagged Fang. Ah, that would have been really good. We definitely should have done that, but... it's okay. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Or if we can top deck a Yveltal, that would be good as well. Also, we're letting the Garbodor go down here so that we can use Hoopa-Scoundrelling to get a Shaymin next turn. We do know we have the one Shaymin left in the deck. So let's see what he gets here with VS Seeker. Gonna just grab a Sycamore, meaning... Okay, thankfully our Sharpedo is gonna be safe for this turn. So we'll see what he grabs here. Gonna get out another Mega. How are we gonna come back in this one? Yeah, that... I was definitely banking on our Psychic Resistance there a couple turns ago. Totally forgot we don't have Psychic Resistance. But we'll see. We're going to go ahead and start getting the Mega Mewtwo on the bench powered up. And Psychic Infinity here. Going to go down, take a knockout on the Garbodor, hitting us for 130. So we're going to use Scoundrelling here, grab the Shaymin. Never mind, we're going to top deck the Shaymin. Oh, that's such a bad top deck. Because that is one less card we draw. I don't even want to attach this here because I want to get an Yveltal. We're going to set up and see if we can get the Yveltal. We also really need to N here. We do get the Yveltal, which is great, but no N. So we'll discard Parallel City and Hoopa. We could get another Sharpedo. Yeah. We would have really liked to N, or an Enhanced Hammer there would have been great as well. They're probably going to have a Lysandre, though. They've only used 2 VS Seekers. This doesn't look great, guys, but we're going to have to hope that they don't have the Lysandre, I think. Going to Oblivion Wing 430 and get the Dark Energy down here onto Sharpedo. Next turn, if we top deck Professor Kukui, we can knock out the Mewtwo, but that also is assuming he doesn't Lysandre. And he has the Lysandre, unfortunately, going to bring up our Mega Sharpedo and take a knockout. And I don't think we're going to be able to win this game at this point. We don't even have... We prized our third basic Sharpedo, so we need to get Super Rod to put back the Sharpedo. And we need to end him to Oblivion, and he needs to dead draw. But he's thinning his deck. He's getting rid of cards he doesn't want to draw off of an into one. He will only have 1 VS Seeker left. He's going to go ahead and get another Psychic down. And Lysandre going to bring up our Mega Sharpedo. And yeah, this game is over, guys. Unfortunately, he's going to grab a Mewtwo, a Mega, and a Shaymin. Just burning cards out that he won't want to draw. And he's going to go ahead and keep digging with Shaymin. I maybe would have just held that, to be honest. And Psychic Infinity, gonna hit us for 220 and take the knockout. Oh, if we had Psychic Resistance, that would be so good. I'm stuck on the Psychic Resistance, guys. That's what we needed to happen. We do top deck the VS Seeker. Do we have Ultra Balls left at all? No. We need to draw Enhanced Hammer and Super Rod. We didn't get the Super Rod. Pretty sure we can't win at this point. I'm very sure we can't win at this point, but we'll go ahead and get rid of the Psychic, or the double colorless. 3, 6, 9, 12. All he needs is one Psychic Energy. We'll go ahead and Oblivion Wing. We're not going to give up without a fight, guys, but this is going to do it for us. Maybe we should have attached to the active. Yeah, we should have attached to the active, because then that would have allowed us to use Darkness Blade for a KO, but he did draw the energy he needed and the Mega Turbo, so just for BM here, I'm going to do well enough to, going to do good enough to take the knockout, unfortunately, so Mega Sharpedo not doing it, starting things off today. But that's, like I said, guys, I just don't think the deck is necessarily the strongest, but we're not giving up. We're going to go ahead and try to find another game. Is there anything I want to change in here? I don't know. Maybe 4 Float Stones is excessive, and we could make some more space for something else there. Let's go ahead and keep going. We're not going to make any edits here in the middle of the video. We definitely could, but we're not going to right now. We're going to go ahead and hop in and try to grab another one and see if this one will fare a little better for us. And let's see what we can do, see what happens. And here we go, getting into a game. Duha Smith, playing a dark colorless deck. Maybe a Mega Sharpedo mirror match? We'll see. We will see. And they're going to call the coin flip, and let's see what it is. Our setup was so good in that game, but our opponent just was able to overcome us. Yeah, I think also we should have powered up the... we should have used the second attack on Mega Sharpedo, or on the Sharpedo using the Shrine of Memories. That definitely would have been the play. Totally didn't even see the play, though. And it looks like we're going up against an Umbreon deck, which can be annoying to deal with, but that makes me glad that we run the Yveltal here. Professor Kukui is going to draw them a couple cards, so they must not have a great hand. We don't have a great hand either. We need to find like an Ultra Ball, or a or something else with this, or a supporter. We do have Shaymin at least, but they are going to go ahead and get the turn 1 Umbreon up. And onto our turn. Top deck of Trubbish, not bad. We'll go ahead and see what we get here with Trainers Mail first. Parallel City. We'll go ahead and we're not going to take it. We're going to play the Reverse Valley right now. I'm going to go ahead and play this. We're not going to play the Dark Energy because I want to discard it potentially to have an extra attachment with Oblivion Wing. That might be greedy. We could attach it and draw an extra card off of Shaymin. But if we hit a Sycamore or Ultra Ball here, pretty decent odds to do one of those 2 cards. Discarding it would be better. So we're going to go ahead and Shaymin. Definitely a little greedy, I think. Might not pay off either. No, see, even if we had gotten any of these cards, it wouldn't have helped us, unfortunately. So we're going to grab Lysandre. But we know my opponent doesn't have a great hand either. Yeah, I guess we just grab Lysandre. And I think we're going to bring up the Eevee so that we can potentially knock it out in 2 turns. So we can draw a prize to get out of a dead hand, hopefully, if we have like a supporter prize. No Dark Energies, of course. But of course my opponent can't just evolve or get the energy evolution, so there's a chance that happens, but if that happens, he's not using Shadow Bullet this turn, which is ideal. And if they don't have anything, like all they did was play a Kukui and then kind of pass from there. Well, I mean, they did bench the Eevee, I suppose, but... Yeah, the Tauros is definitely something that is not fun to deal with. Let's see. If we hit it twice and put 6, or if we hit it while it's on the bench twice, that's 60, leaving it with 160 HP, and then we still have to 2-hit KO it, so not great. He's going to Delinquent. That doesn't really hurt us or help us, like our hand is bad regardless. I guess do discard Olympia, discard Sharpedo. I guess we're going to discard the... We're definitely going to discard a Sharpedo and Olympia. It's the Mega Turbo or the Mega. Which do we keep? And I think at this point we're going to keep the Mega. Either way, if we top deck Sycamore, we have to discard all of them. So not the biggest deal to try to figure out. But he does have the Umbreon as well. Let's see if he has an energy to go along with it. Just a double colorless. So he could retreat into this Umbreon and then Strafe. But no, he's just... going to pass. And we get another Dark Energy, so we could power up a Darkness Blade. I suppose we'll go ahead and try to do that. If we hit him for 30 this turn, that's at 170. So that's not even taking a knockout with Darkness Blade the next turn. We'll hold this for one turn in case we top deck an Ultra Ball. And then we'll just Oblivion Wing. Yeah, in case we top deck Ultra Ball, we'll just go ahead and hold it. And then if we don't, then we can attach to it. And then Darkness Blade on the following turn after that. Yeah, this is a bad start, guys. And he draws out of it before us, unfortunately getting a Professor Sycamore, discards Enhanced Hammer and Pokemon Center Lady. Gets a Dark Energy so he can Shadow Bullet. Max Elixir going to go on to the Tauros, most likely. I mean, that's his only target. He's going to whiff, though. Come on, Mega Sharpedo. I believe. I believe. I believe, Mega Sharpedo. Oh, we get a Sycamore. Nice. Okay, so we're actually just going to Sycamore the Dark away. Yeah. And we need to find Super Rod now, though. We do get a Sharpedo at least. So that's something to work with. Get an attachment. We've got something to work with now. Okay, this hand is much better. Much better. Hopefully our fourth Mega Sharpedo is not prized. Or our third Mega Sharpedo is not prized. That would be really bad. That would actually kind of just end this game. And we can actually hit him with Jagged Fang on the next turn. We don't even need the Mega, and we'll take 2 prizes, so that could be good. Never mind. Pokemon Center Lady. Gonna ruin our plans. He could Dark Call GX here. I don't know that I like that play, though. He is just going to Shadow Bullet. I think that's correct. He'll take the knockout. And so we need to bring up the Sharpedo. Yeah. So let's go ahead and see with Ultra Ball. We do get the Dark Energy there, which is really good. So we're going to have to Ultra Ball away the Escape Rope and Parallel. We don't need them, though. So let's go ahead and do this. We did prize. We did prize it, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and get another Sharpedo. We can Super Rod plus Ultra Ball on the other end of the Sycamore. Nothing is going right for us today, guys. Nothing is going right, but we'll go ahead and play Professor Sycamore. Discard our hand and draw 7 new cards. We didn't. We found the Ultra Ball, but no Sycamore. So we can actually leave this Umbreon with no energies, which would be interesting. So I think we will do that. We also could hunt. But then if he has a DCE, he can just hit us for a lot. So I think we are just going to Jagged Fang here. Discard an energy. Maybe we could have Ultra Balled and, I don't know. Maybe we could have Ultra Balled and dug for Super Rod plus another Ultra Ball, but that seems pretty poor. We probably should have played this Float Stone, so that's a mistake. And I wanted to hold the Spirit Link, I guess, just in case he Lysandres. But even if that's the case, we probably need to put a Spirit Link onto that Sharpedo at some point in this game if we want to win. But yeah, left our opponent with no energies, which is definitely a good play. We will have to Jagged Fang on the next turn. Again, discarding another energy, but we'll see what happens. Okay, he's going to get a Sycamore. And going to play the Sycamore. Let's see if we can find maybe a Float Stone or something. That might be one of the things he's looking for. But again, we're just going to build up damage on this thing and maybe eventually knock it out if he does that. He plays 2 Delinquent, 2 Pokemon Center Lady, 2 Enhanced Hammers, Random Receiver, very interesting. Maybe this dude, well, I was going to say maybe he's getting ready for post-rotation, but he's got Via Seeker and Shaymin in his deck, so maybe not. He is just going to put a Dark Energy here. I wouldn't be surprised if we just see a Strafe into the Tauros. But this is a situation where we could hunt and take a knockout if we got like Kukui plus Hunt. But he's going to strafe into Eevee. Okay, so we get a Sharpedo, which isn't going to do much for us. Put this Float Stone here. Let's Ultra Ball away Trubbish and the Sharpedo. It's not looking good, guys. Not looking good. Do we even have... We do have Super Rod, 2 Ultra Balls. We need to find Super Rod this turn. We don't need to, but we need to. If that makes... Like, we don't need to, but we need to. Okay, let's go ahead. Shaymin setup. No Super Rod. Do find an energy. At least we could take a prize. I don't even know if that's a prize we want to take, though. Okay, let's see. Hang on. 30 damage to the new active. So if we Kukui, that's 30, 40, 50. Not even enough. If we had the Reverse Valley, we could do it. Not even enough. We may just have to end here. I think either way we hunt this turn. So let's go ahead and get this energy on this guy. Yeah, and then we just need to... We'll attach this so we don't draw it, and we'll end. Because we're only getting out 2 Megas this game, I've kind of accepted. We still don't find Super Rod. We get Ultra Ball, but no Super Rod yet. And we're going to hunt, and we're going to bring this dude up. If he strafes, again, we can hunt again. If he gets a Kukui, he can knock us out, though, with Shadow Bullets. Haven't seen Kukui from him yet, though, but I would assume he probably plays it. We'll see, we'll see. Max Elixir, let's see where he puts this energy. It's really interesting to play Max Elixir with a Stage 1 deck, since you can't obviously attach if they evolve. But he does play Tauros. He can attach to EVs, and he is going to go ahead and attach to that EV there. Another Max Elixir. So if he had hit that one, he could actually have gone Max Elixir, hit both Max Elixirs, then attached, and then gotten a brand new Umbreon EX, or GX, excuse me, powered all the way up. So unfortunately, prizing that Mega hurt us for sure. If he strafes into something, we can hunt. If he strafes and chooses not to go into anything, we'll have to Jagged Fang, unfortunately. Or we could hunt and bring up like the Tauros with something with a high retreat cost that he hasn't... you know, he might not be able to do anything with. But he's going to go ahead... Oh, maybe see a Dark Call here. That would be brutal, actually. Pokemon Center Lady plus Dark Call, in fact. It would be brutal. Please don't do it. Don't do it to me. No! Nope. Nope, nope, nope. No good. No good. We have to find... Where is our... freaking Super Rod? What is this song? I've never heard this song. I don't like it. We're gonna go with a different song. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Couldn't deal with that song. This is bad, guys. I don't know that we can win this game. We have to find Super Rod. That is what it comes down to. We need to keep Ultra Ball because we need to find Super Rod. Put this here. Ultra Ball away. No, we need to keep it. Okay, we're gonna end. Ugh. Super Rod! Super Rod! Yes! Okay, so we're gonna put back Mega, Dark. But this dude's going down. Maybe we go Mega Basic Dark. But I also want the Yveltal, so maybe we go Yveltal over the Dark? I think I'm going to just have to concede this one. It's going down. We're going to Parallel City his way to limit his bench options. Oh no, but this opens us up to being delinquented. Totally forgot he plays that. That's not good. Totally forgot he plays that. Yeah, that's really not good. But we'll see what happens. Max Elixir, we'll see where this goes. This is his fourth one, I'm pretty sure. So this will be the last one for the game. He does hit. So let's see if he's able to make the brand new Umbreon. Does he have the Dark Energy in his hand? Random Receiver comes out. Gets a Kukui off the top. So that means if he attaches to the active, he can Shadow Bullet and take a knockout. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Yeah, this is why I put back the other Sharpedo. The Spirit Link is here. Sadly, we won't be able to use it, so we might have to Mega Evolve once to end our turn. Is he going to retreat? He might retreat. No, Float Stone. So he will retreat, but he doesn't have to pay to retreat. And we're going to top deck the Mega. That's what's going to happen, guys. We are top decking Mega Sharpedo. I'm believing. And let's see, does he target this? Does he target the Shaymin? Gonna go on this Shaymin, so all he needs to do is Lysandre, Shaymin, Lysandre, Shaymin for game. Lysandre, Shaymin, Lysandre, Trubbish. So I think we want to get a Garbodor out to prevent that, potentially. Yeah, we just gotta end. Ultra Ball is good. Float Stone. Oh, we need this Yveltal, I'm pretty sure, if we want to win. We're going to leave ourselves with a dead hand, I think. Have we used Hoopa? We haven't. Maybe we don't need it. We can get by without it, but it's gonna be hard. Yep. We can get by without it. It's gonna be hard, but we'll go ahead and do these things. We needed to get down the Mega this turn. We didn't want to leave ourselves with nothing, so this is gonna be good. There's 4 in here. 5, 6, 7. So 2 energies left, so we'll need our last 2 energies for this Sharpedo. We do have 1 more Mega Turbo after this one, at least, so that's something. But we're attacking here with a clean Mega Sharpedo. We'll be 2-hit KOing the Umbreon, doing some damage to stuff. Oh, and it has no retreat because of the Float Stone, so it doesn't do damage to it. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, we have 9 cards in our deck. We don't want to Sycamore. How have we only used 1 vs Seeker at this point in the game? Float Stone, gonna go on to Umbreon. Let's see what he goes into. Tauros. If we have to attack into Tauros, we're probably gonna lose. So he's gonna take a Sycamore here. I don't know why he's playing Random Receiver, but he's playing Random Receiver. It's doing okay for him. He's doing something right. Game's not looking pretty, guys. It's not over. It ain't over till it's over, but it's over. It ain't over till it's over, but it's over. Okay. And he gets his Reverse Valley. Do we have a Parallel City left? I think that was our last one. Yep. So we can't even bump these Shaymins. I think we're going to have to Sycamore here and hope to get the Mega and just Mega Evolve to end our turn. If he goes into Tauros. If he doesn't go into Tauros, he plays 2. That's so bad. If he doesn't go into Tauros, we'll just take the knockout, obviously. Or if we top deck via Seeker, we might Lysandre and take a prize. Don't hate that, of course. He's not going to Lysandre. Okay. he's going to put the damage onto the Trubbish. I wish we played like Pokemon Center Lady or something like that. We do play Olympia, so that can offer a little healing here. But we may want to end him. Since we're taking a knockout here, I think we're going to end. Put him to a low hand size. No, all he has to do is Mad Bull for the win. If we damage this. I think we have to Lysandre this Tauros, hope he doesn't have anything, and then on the next turn Lysandre... See, even that doesn't work. This is what we have to do. Hope he doesn't have a way to retreat. Or a DC. DC just wins the game. But if we attack this thing and take a knockout, he just brings this up and wins, because we're going to do damage to it. We can't not do damage to it, unfortunately. But yeah, all he needs here is a DCE to win. He does only have one left in the deck. And there it is. So, GG to my opponent. Wait, no, he wouldn't. He's already GX, so he wouldn't just win the game. 6... Oh, I'm an idiot. We can't win this game. We can't win this game. Do we even have a Float Stone left? We have one. Only 7 cards. We have to hope he ends us. Ends himself to 1 and we get cards to do stuff, but we don't have cards to do stuff. We just got friggin'... We got destroyed this game. We got destroyed this video, guys. Mega Sharpedo was not good to us today. Not good. Gonna rage. Let's just see what we had left. There's a Float Stone. Wait, I thought we had another Mega. Oh no, it was in our prizes. That's what... Okay, yeah, we needed the Mega that was in our prizes. Yeah, when I put this back, I knew that we were going to have to Mega Evolve one that we took from our prizes, but we didn't take a prize. So we're just going to pass. Give our opponent the satisfaction of winning. He can Rage, knock us out. He can Pass, deck us out. We'll see what he does. He is going to Rage. Taking the KO. So that's going to do it, guys. Almost got our challenge, so... Yeah, Mega Sharpedo. Mega Sharpedo. Let me know what you guys think down below. What changes could be made to this deck to make it any better? What could be done to make this card better? But thank you guys for watching. That's going to do it for me. Definitely make sure you leave a like if you enjoyed, if you feel bad for us getting destroyed today out here on the ladder. But leave a like, all that good stuff. I'm going to get out of here, guys. Until next time, take care.